Hi friends, today we got up really early again. We got ready and dressed for our first day at Patagonia. We were going to Torres del Paine, but we wanted breakfast first, so we found this spot and we saw this really sweet baby and she wanted to be our friend. However, breakfast was weird. I did have a risotto at 8 in the morning, but the views were spectacular. So then we hopped back in the car and we were back on our way to the park. We did end up pulling off into this small lake that we found. The water was so incredibly clear and it would just gradient off into this light blue, and it would just get bluer and bluer the deeper you looked out. We drove for what felt like hours before we could go on any trails. We did see this fox, however, and it was not scared of us. It almost jumped in our car, actually. Finally, it was time for us to hit the trails, and honestly, the treks really weren't that long. We did have to keep stopping for Viraj's dance breaks, and I really don't think he's going to mind me showing you all of his fantastic moves. We also got really close to a guanaca. Guanaca? I don't really know how it's pronounced, but they look like this. Then towards the end of the day, we were having slight car troubles, but nothing that Alexander couldn't fix by doing that. We made it to the last hike of our day. Honestly, we were more mentally exhausted than we were physically, but I think seeing this waterfall was the perfect way we could have ended our day. Oh, and something to keep in mind, the winds were extremely strong today, like completely out of control. And despite all that, I thought the water looked really cool, so it didn't stop me from walking up to the very edge, even though I was unstable the entire time. Thankfully, I didn't die, and I got this really cool close-up that was totally worth it. We ended our day around 7. It was drizzling on our way back, and then it picked up to a full rain. And then afterwards, we saw this really pretty rainbow, which was honestly just the cherry on top. Afterwards, we did treat ourselves to ice cream and sitting by a furnace. Oh, yeah, and the stray came up to us and he was so friendly. Me and Alexander actually stopped by at a grocery store so that we could buy him some sausage. And look at him. So, yeah, today was pretty cool.